Good morning.
Good morning, stranger. Hey, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing all right. For the folks at home, this is going to be instantaneous if you're just watching this sometime in the future. But if you follow week to week, as many of our friends do, well, we've been gone a month. So we are back. And Roger, you've had an adventure with young Kenneth Lee, haven't you? Tell us all about it.
Yeah, Ken organized a face-to-face group meeting up at Frederick, Maryland for playing great campaigns, specifically Rebels in the White House, which I had played solo the Monocacy once, and that was it. I went 0 for 4, not surprisingly. Great tours that focused on Early's raid in 1864. Spent most of one day at the Monocacy battlefield, which was a couple great guides. So it was great fun. I would encourage people to keep an eye out when Ken pushes that stuff out on Facebook. I don't know where else he posts. Full house, 20 people. So it was a very packed gaming room, but it was a lot of fun.
I did see pictures, and this is Ken's second year doing it. He was very successful doing the Gettysburg in the first year, and then Frederick this year. And I'm told, a little bird has told me and prompted very gently that year three will probably be somewhere in the South, and could I please be there? So
Yes,
I'm trying to make arrangements for that now, putting it on the calendar.
he's pushing hard for you to make next year's event for sure. So yeah, I volunteered to help in any way I could. I'm sure the interest will be there. There's a lot of people, looking at his map that he maintains, and people don't or may not be aware that he maintains a map on Facebook. Actually, I guess it's a Google map of where all the players are. So, find our group on Facebook and put your pin down on that map, and you can see several players probably in your area if you want to play face to face. Encourage people to do that.
I definitely encourage you to do that as well. That's wonderful. I'm glad you had that experience. I saw some pictures, and our channel was very prominently displayed in some of the group photos, so hooray! Merchandising works. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Well, we are back now with scenario number 2 from our Burnside Takes Command. In the interim, we discovered that there was an issue with the automatic recovery entrenchments, so that's just a little behind the scenes. Contacted Alberto right at the beginning of our month off, and of course Johnny on the spot, he had it ready to go and ready for me to test, and I said, well, we won't need it for a month, but that's okay. And I did download it, and Roger also downloaded it, and that has taken care of the issue. So it was just being far too generous on the 1862 recovery entrenchments, and it was jumping like all the way up to very quickly up to breastworks 2 and fort and everything, and so we had to slow that down a little bit. But that was the only thing with the related to the technical side. We are moving on now to scenario number 2 called The Pontoons Arrive. And I have been looking at this for the last day and a half, just kind of sussing it out, because while the first one was sort of an ahistorical possible what if, this one is more in line with the historical narrative of Burnside arriving across the Rappahannock from Fredericksburg. So we have a 4-turn game in store for us today. Let me give you the historical notes here. Burnside's first pontoon bridge arrived on November 25th, and a second arrived on November 26th. With superior numbers and the chance to pick the location at which his army will cross, Burnside had an opportunity to push Longstreet out of position before Jackson could arrive from the Shenandoah Valley. We are using just basically this real estate that you see on the screen here. It is a 4-turn game from November 25th to November 28th. Special rules involved on this one, very scant. We do not have any random events on this one. I think they're saving all of those for the campaign game. In turn 1, I will automatically win the first initiative because I'm playing the Union in this first game as usual. And we have pontoons. There are 2 pontoons allocated for major rivers for the Union player. At the beginning of the game, if I wish, can put one right here at 4211 and 4210. That's completely optional. If I choose not to, it just it can be done at the end during recovery. In Burnside Takes Command, there is no random element for the pontoons. They are coming, and there's no die roll and no modifiers or anything that they have to sweat out. So the only restrictions are, of course, that they have to have a manpower of at least 5 to build one, and they obviously have to be adjacent to any kind of a major river here, and they have 2. And once those 2 are out, they stay out until and unless a Confederate unit dismantles them by arriving next to them. Now, the restriction on that is that unit size has to be at least 5 manpower. So you can't just have a cavalry come up with 1 or 2 and start pulling the pontoons out. Now, it has to be a 5 manpower unit, and we will see potentially in the campaign game there are some limitations on that depending on fog. We don't have to worry about that in this game. So if a 5 manpower Confederate unit enters the hex adjacent to that pontoon bridge, it will automatically dismantle it. It's not destroyed forever. It just goes on to the available track, and it becomes one of the 2 that the Union can potentially build again in recovery. So that's it for the pontoon boats in this game. They want you to have 2, and hopefully I can get them out and use them. We also see high rivers here, marking from this point on the Rappahannock, just above Scott's Dam Ford. There are basically any of the fords that would have been, if you'll pardon the pun, afforded.
Wow.
Sorry, the Union player. Those are not possible. However, the cavalry can still cross at a penalty. It's a +1 penalty to cross them at those high water marks. However, the Scott's Dam Ford, as we've discussed in the past, is treated like a permanent bridge. It's called a ford, but it is a dam. We see the dam symbol there, and so the Union can cross that. Also, they can cross over these regular fords within the wilderness itself in the upper part of the Rappahannock. Victory conditions for this one, the Union player, that's me, will be gaining and losing points. We see the points listed here on the map. Once again, Alberto's done stunning work. We could see in black the victory point value at the end of the game if the Union is occupying those locations. So they can't just control it, they have to occupy them. We have +1 and -1 for manpower, so +1 for the Union, -1 for the Confederate. And the threshold for a Union marginal victory is 32 points. And when I looked at it, I went, there's just no way. And then I had to sit there and go, well, there might be a way, but it's going to be a lot of blunt force work to try to, 12 points right there on the table with Fredericksburg is a third of that, basically. And then everything else is, how do you get those other points? So I have 4 turns to do it. What are your opening thoughts on this one now that you've looked at it?
Yeah, I thought the victory point table was kind to the Confederates. I've never played this before, so don't know for sure how it's going to play out. The other thing that kind of caught my attention is some of these divisions are quite huge on both sides. So we have a large number of troops here and going to be engaged in battle, I think. And I'm interested to see how the bridges is interesting, where you decide to put your bridges. The first one, I guess, is programmed specifically if you choose right off the top. But I think this is going to be fun. We'll see how it goes.
I think it really will be, as they often say, it's going to be the knife fight in a phone booth, where we've just got so many manpower in such a confined space. But we've added the element of chance with not only the headaches involved with the left, center, and right grand divisions that Burnside has established. So I had to go back through and reread those today because it's been a little while since we did it. Luckily, they're pretty much, we've got the right already down here at Falmouth, and we've got the center over here in range of Hooker. So that's pretty good. And it's only the left side that's scattered, where we've got Smith up here and Franklin and Reynolds. They're all kind of scattered away from each other. So there is a leader transfer phase, of course, at the beginning of the game. So that is a consideration I may have, because there's nothing that restricts me from doing that. So I might be inclined to readjust Franklin such a way that maybe he can be on the benefit of this. Also, in this scenario, because we're not playing the first scenario anymore, the Grand Division only gives a +1 to Grand Division movement instead of +2. So it's back to essentially a leader activation for the Union. Yeah. And I went through that wording again and again just to make sure that essentially you can have a unit 6 hexes away. I think we talked about this. A division itself could be pretty much 6 hexes away from a Grand Division leader, because as long as that core leader is within 3 of Grand Division and that unit is within 3 of that core leader, then yes, you have a far afield movement possibility to get away. But yeah, that's still kind of a headache, and it's a lot of moving parts to get them just to get that +1 movement.
Yeah, and if you roll 1 suddenly,
Oh, and I will.
and you just have locked in. That is always the tug with leader activations. Do you do it one at a time? I don't know. I know usually we go ahead. I certainly do it, but I probably need to give that more thought as a tactic. But yeah, so you can swing around those other forwards.
There is that possibility, but that is a long way out of the way. So I've had some ideas that I'm gonna just. This is the first time for me as well, so I'm pulling levers. I'm gonna see what happens, and got the big uglies moving, and we're just gonna see if there is a way to get anything doing. But with all that being said, I've managed to fritter away a few minutes here. We'll get started. I will wish you good luck, sir, as always.
Yep. Good luck to you.
Thank you. My first decision is I have the option to place that first pontoon bridge here at 4211. I'm going to waive that because I don't want that pontoon bridge to immediately get destroyed. So I'm going to forego that and not put it, and then it will be available in recovery turn 1. So that's my first choice on that. Now we move on to leader transfers. I think, let's see, Franklin is just simply attached to an artillery, and that seems like suboptimal. So I am just in the interim going to move him down to Gibbon, I think. Just attach him there. Do you have any leader transfers?
Let me see. No, I don't. I guess I'll leave everybody where they are. Yeah, I'll leave everybody where they are.
Okay. I get a free movement. What do I wish to do with this movement? This is...
So if you had put the bridge there, you could have used this activation to get to cross the bridge?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just didn't... do I really want to start with that kind of bloodiness?
Right. Yeah.
I will activate the 6th Corps first, and we'll see if we can get Smith moving here. So here's their movement straight up +1. It's 3. Okay. He is going to transfer to Newton. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, and 3. And 1, 2, 3. Probably should have activated the artillery as well, but I didn't, so that's fine. Alright, here's our first real initiative. It's mine again. Now I will activate everybody here. We'll get the left wing moving. Here's their movement +1. Again with a 3. Alright. Guess Meade will go 1, 2, 3. Reynolds and Doubleday will go 1, 2, and 3. Franklin 1, 2, 3. Smith 1, 2, 3. Howe 1, 2, 3. Initiative. It's yours.
Yep, Jackson. I'll go to fatigue 1. Movement. There we go.
How can one get so tired and fatigued on a train?
AP Hill, Jackson will stay with Tolliver. AP Hill will go 1, 2, 3. Jackson Tolliver will go 1, 2. Early goes 1, 2, 3. DH Hill goes 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. Mine again. I'd like them to recover. So underneath one of these guys is a cav. Jones. Cav unit. So 2 dice plus 1. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Initiative. Mine. I'll take Jones again. That's what we're talking about. 1, 2, 3. Initiative. Wow, 2 double ones in a row. I guess I still win ties.
You do.
Okay, so to react to what you're doing, activating Robertson's infantry brigade. There's his movement. Now he gets a 6. I'm just going to do that mid move to there. Initiative. Yours.
I'm going to activate. So I'm going to do a Grand Division activation of the center here. Hooker is going to activate everyone in the 3rd and 5th Corps. Here's their movement. +1. 5. Okay. So no transfers except for Hooker. Yeah, we'll have Sykes go out ahead of the group. He'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 1 movement remaining. What would Hampton like to do?
We'll stand behind the river there.
Okay. I had a feeling you would. We'll have everybody else there with Griffin and the Artillery Reserve C. They'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Humphreys will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 to there. And Stoneman's Corps, Sickles will go 1, 2, 3. Barney will go 1, 2, 3. And Stoneman will go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Initiative. Yours.
Yeah, I'm going to activate McClaws and under Lee and Longstreet, Pendleton and Featherstone. Their movement. Go 6 X's. McClaws is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. It's going to go 1, 2 to there. Featherstone's going to go 1 to there. Initiative. Mine. Now, I got to push Jackson. So we'll take his corps to 2. They will need extend marches. Go 5. Jackson will stay with Tolliver. AP Hills extend. It's okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Tolliver follows along behind. Early follows along behind. DH Hill. He's okay. No modifier. He follows along behind. Initiative. Yours.
I'm going to have Butterfield activate the 5th Corps and the artillery. Going to fatigue level 2. Here's their movement +1. 6. He is going to transfer to Sykes. Hampton has an option.
We'll stand.
Blessed be Roger and his cavalry. I gotta get you out of the way. Yeah, we'll make the attack. So we've got +1 we will spend for prepared. We have +1 for a tactical. +4 for a 5-to-1 ratio. There's no artillery in the woods. We have a -2 for crossing the bridge. So I see 6 up and 2 down for a +4.
Yep. That's what I see.
Okay. Here is the attack on Hampton. Ooh.
A defense roll. This could rebound badly on me.
Okay.
So it's a plus
Plus
6
6.
result.
Yep.
Which is going to be a DR loss for me.
Okay. And we had 15, so just an advance. There we go.
Decrease manpower. All right. And I flip to disorganize. So I could actually go any 3 options, but I'll do this option. Go 1 to there. Further away by road 2. Further away by road 3. Further away by road 4. I'm going to go 5 and 6 to there. And that did nothing to you?
It did nothing to me. I have an advance,
Oh.
and I have 2 movement left over. So we're going to go cross and there. Okay. We'll now move Griffin and the artillery reserve with Hooker. They'll move together as a unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. In for the penny and for the pound. And then Humphreys will come along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to there. Initiative. It's mine again. We'll have Bayard march. He's just a straight up 2D. 5. He'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative. Mine again. Have Bayard go again. Here's his movement. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to there. Initiative. Mine again. Butterfield activate Humphreys and Sykes. Go to fatigue level 3. Here's their movement plus 1. 4. Butterfield will transfer to Humphreys. And they will have an extend march. They'll go first. Here's extend of plus 1. They flip. And he will go 1, 2, 3 to there. He has 1 left. What would Hampton like to do?
7. We'll cav retreat out of there. Here's the retreat roll. I don't think that's going to end because there's going to be a bunch of things come off there.
Yeah, because you're demoralized.
-2 demoralized.
At 4.
-4.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing. But at least they don't lose any. Okay, so he's got to go further away by road 1, further away by road 2, further away by road 3, further away by road 4. We'll go ahead and go back to White Shop. Okay.
He'll stop there. Sykes is extend. He's okay. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Initiative. Mine. Oof. I'll have Franklin activate 1st and 6th Corps again. So that's there, 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 there. Except for Meade. Meade will stay put. Here's movement, plus 1. 6. Rounds will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Franklin and Gibbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Smith, go 1, 2, 5 to there. Hal will have an extend march. He is okay. Go 1, 2, 3, and 6 to there. Initiative. Mine. I'll have Greg march. Here's his movement. 4. You simply go 1, 2, 3, 4. Initiative. Yours.
Take Pendleton, Featherstone, Wilcox. Now, those 3 units activated by Longstreet, so this will be +2. Go 7. Longstreet and Lee will stay with Ransom. 1, 2, 3 to there. Wilcox. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Featherstone. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Initiative. Mine. Double ones. How many double ones is that now? 3, 4. Stuart F. Lee and W.H.F. Lee. Then go 9, 11 hexes. I'm guessing he's just a division leader at this point.
That's fine.
Do some research on that. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At that point, he's going to stop there. Initiative. Mine again. Okay. Do something I don't want to do, but I think I need to. I'm going to take Jackson's Court of Teak 3. Here's their movement. So I go 6 hexes. So Jackson will stay with Tolliver. AP Hill will go first, so he'll have an extend march +1. He's okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 into the wilderness. Tolliver's extend. He's going to flip. I didn't want to do this. I didn't feel like I had any choice. Early's extend. He's okay. Follows along behind. And Hill's extend. He's okay. Well, that's not too bad. 1 out of 4 is not too bad. Initiative. Mine again. Wish I could entrench right now. I'm going to pass.
Okay.
Might be crazy trying to.
I'll activate Greg again. Here's his movement. 8. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. 6, 7, 8 to there. Initiative. Yours.
I'm going to pass again.
Alright, I'll take Greg to 3. Here's his movement. 5. Here's extended march. He's okay. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative. Yours.
I'll pass again.
Alright. Take Farnsworth. Here's his movement. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Initiative. Mine. Farnsworth again. Movement. There you go, Farnsworth. Nicely done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 to there. Initiative. Mine. Is there anybody else I wish to move? Oh yes, of course. Bring the artillery reserve up here under Brooks. Here's his movement. Straight up. 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initiative. Mine. We'll have Brooks move. Fatigue level 2. Movement. Nice done, Brooks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Initiative. Yours.
Pass again.
We'll bring the left artillery reserve to 2. Here's movement. 2. Yeah, let's just do the 1 to there. That's fine. Initiative. Yours.
Pass again.
I will pass as well. We will end the
Hey.
turn. So let me hit Sunshine Recovery and see what happens. We'll keep an eye on Anderson. See if he goes to Breastworks build. He does. Fantastic. Let's see. So I'm going to, with my recovery option here, I'm going to have Hancock in lieu of his building of entrenchments. He is going to build it there, as would have been the option here at the beginning of the game, but put that right there. Okay. So for the moment, there is one there. But much depends on the first turn. So, leader transfers. Butterfield needs to come join Hooker. He sends him a request to come back to headquarters. So yeah, we'll have him there, just in case. I'll put Burnside with Sumner. Okay, that is it for me.
I was just counting. I got Lee and Longstreet are within 3 hexes of all the infantry.
Oh, look at you,
They're
Mr.
just-
Fancy Pants.
Totally by accident. And Jackson will stay where he is. Stewart will stay where he is. So that's it for me. I got no changes.
That's easy, yeah. Okay. Since I got the automatic, I'll let you roll the first initiative on this one.
Okay, here we go. Confederate.
Go.
So that, yeah, I'll activate Anderson, Barksdale, and Pickett with Longstreet. So they'll lose their entrenchments. And here's their movement. Dang it. 4 movement points. Pickett will go first. He's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Barksdale's going to go 1 hex there, and he'll stop so that bridge gets destroyed.
My bridge.
So that bridge is over there. Okay, so now Anderson. He loses his entrenchments, of course, and he can go 4 hexes. He'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Initiative, yours.
We'll have Butterfield activate Sykes and Humphreys. Here is their movement +1. Boo. Alright. That's terrible. Terrible. Humphreys will go there. Sykes will go there. Initiative. Mine again. Okay. We'll have Butterfield activate Sykes. Here's his movement +1. That's better. Extended March. He's okay. He'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Initiative. Yours.
Activate McClellan's. This movement. Just going to do a mid-move back to there. Initiative. Yours.
We'll activate Humphreys with Butterfield. We'll go to fatigue level 2. Here's a movement +1. Boo!
No.
Well, we'll have an extended march. He's okay. Gotta keep him on the road. He'll go there. Initiative. Yours.
Boy, this is painful.
It's definitely a chess match.
Okay, I'm going to take Barksdale, T2, Robertson, Hood. Here's their movement +2, activated by Longstreet. They could go 7 hexes. Okay, Hood's going to lose his entrenchments. Going to go 1, 2, 3 to there. This will go 1, 2 to there. Barksdale will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative. Fine. I don't know if this is good strategy or not. Longstreet's going to activate Ransom, Claus Anderson, Featherstone, Wilcox, and Pendleton, and Pickett. Here's their movement. 7. Okay, we'll take Pickett. 1, 2, stop there. Pendleton will go next. So they'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. We'll have Anderson go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. Featherstone, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wilcox will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Finally, Lee, Longstreet, and Ransom. Ransom loses his entrenchments. Go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. Initiative. Mine with double 1s. Take Stewart, take F. Lee and W.H. Lee. Dice +2. They go 7, 9. They're just going to go 1, 2, 3. They'll just join them. Initiative. Yours. I had visions of you encircling me. So I felt falling back to that creek made sense. Comment below.
I will have Farnsworth March.
Farnsworth.
Here.
Oh, okay, I see. I was looking for an infantry unit.
He will get a movement of 8. He'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to there. Initiative, yours.
Yeah, Jackson will activate his. I'll take everybody. Hill, Early, Hill, and Oliver. Means I probably activated Jones by mistake. Yep. Here's their movement +2. Go 4 hexes. AP Hill will go first. Jackson will go ahead and transfer to him. So they'll go 1 to there. What would Farnsworth like to do?
We will cav retreat. So it's a straight up roll.
Oh, wow.
I will put that against your ability to roll ones any day. All
Yeah.
right, so lose 1 and I just give you 1 back. Well, this game, man, it just comes down to the vagaries of the dice sometimes. So they're going to flip and get a fatigue and go 1, 2, farther away 3, 4, and then 5 and 6, I guess. You lose nothing.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oliver will follow along behind. Early follows along behind. DH will follow along. Initiative. Mine. Take Jones. This movement. 12. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to there. So he'd have 4 remaining, which is enough for a normal attack, which he'll make on Farnsworth. This will be 3 to a half is +5 ratio.
Mm-hmm.
And the tactical's +1. No artillery, no creek. Obviously no flank, so the final's +6.
That's what I see.
Attack roll. Ah, jeez. This is what happens to me every time I get a +6.
Come on, defense roll. Give me the 6.
Oh.
Alright, he is eliminated.
Yeah.
Let's
No
get another
effect on me.
manpower.
Okay. Initiative. Yours.
Yeah, there it was. Okay, well, let's see if we can get it back here. Bayard will march. Here's his movement. 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Initiative. Mine. Bayard again. Movement. 10. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 5 left. And he will make a normal attack on Hampton.
Okay.
So it is a -1 for tactical, but a +2. So I see a net of +1.
Yes.
Yes. So here's a +1 attack. 5. Yay.
That's a D for me.
And a 0D for me. This game sometimes, man. Oh, could have been worse. Could have lost something. Alright. Initiative. Yours.
I'll take Jones again. D2.
He's the cleaner.
Oh, 5 hexes. Go 1, 2, 3 to there. Initiative. Fine. Take Jones, take 3. Here's his movement. He's then march. Okay. Just gonna go to Shady Grove. There's a road there, right?
There is a road there.
Yeah. Go there. Initiative, yours.
Activating Greg, he gets an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. To the rescue! Cavalry! Initiative, yours.
Mike Stewart will take W.H. Lee. Here's his movement. So that's 9, 11. Stewart will go with him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You'd have 6 remaining. You can make a normal attack on Bayard. Yeah, let's do that, I guess. So this would be a normal attack. Tactical is going to be a +2. 6 hexes are covered. I think we do the cavalry piece first, so it's going to fall down to a +2. Final flank bonus of +3 or +2 is reduced to a +1 bonus. So I have a flank of a +1. So it's going to be a final of a +3. So +3. Here we go. It's an 8.
Come on, Bayard. Yeah, there you go.
+2 result.
Still gets him out of there. But we'll go
T8
1.
me.
And then the second one will go. It's got to be. Let's see, he's 2 away. And he can stay 2 away, so he'll follow there. Surround ourselves with a warm, creaky blanket.
Okay. Initiative. Fine again. Okay, let me see. I'm going to pass. See what you're going to try to do here.
This is a puzzler, Roger. Puzzler! And I don't know if it's a puzzler because of the scenario or just because you and I have not played it before. And it's just with all the moving pieces. It's like, what do I do here? Conservative or bold? Conservative or bold? Let's go for it. Let's try something crazy. I'm going to have Butterfield activate Griffin, Sykes, and Humphrey. So all of the 5th Corps is going to be activated. 2 of them will have extended marches. So here is the movement +1. It
Nice.
is a 6. That is nice. Butterfield marching first. They'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Humphreys has an extended march. It's +2. He's going to lose a manpower. And he will drop back to here. Sykes's extended march +2. He's going to simply flip. And he will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. Initiative, yours.
It will activate Pickett, Longstreet, Featherstone, Wilcox under Longstreet. So McClaws is staying put. Pickett will need an extend march. So here's their movement. They go 4 hexes. Pickett will go first. Here's his extend. Oh, Pickett. Terrible general. Go 1, 2, 3 to there. Wilcox, 1, 2, 3. Featherstone, 1 to there. Initiative. Yours.
I'm going to pass.
I'm going to pass as well.
Great. Okay. So before I hit the recover button, well, I guess I'll just do the recover and then
Back off a couple.
Yeah. Okay, so recover. There we go.
Decide where you want your bridges.
And decide where the bridges are going. So I think, for simplicity's sake, we'll build that clockwise. There we go. That's 1. And then the other one, I think I'll do that. Because that one's going to require traveling across. Try to keep it so that I have just road movement instead of all the others, but being down there is kind of nice too. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll spread it out that way. One down there and one up there. So, so he did not, and I will just say that was once again the fine Hancock Engineering Corps that did those. And we are coming up on a couple hours, so I think since this is a 4-turn, I'd like to think about what my options are here for the next 2 turns. Does that work for you? And we can leave them wanting more and break it into 2 sessions? Yeah.
Yep, works for me.
Well, then we will leave it right here, folks. We hope you've enjoyed the first couple of turns of Scenario 2. The pontoons have arrived! Hurrah! We will see how effectively or ineffectively Burnside decides to utilize them as he moves into now an abandoned and undefended Fredericksburg. So that's an interesting twist on this one, and I wonder. I know what Roger's thinking. I kind of think that that's a very cool strategy. Fall back and make me really earn all the extra points. So much will depend on maneuver and movement in turn 3 and 4. Any final thoughts for the day, Roger, before we cut everybody loose?
Kind of some shadow boxing today. I think my strategy of falling back, when you moved Hooker to my left flank there, that was like, oh gosh, that could be disastrous. I felt like I had to fall back. So good strategy there. I think I'll probably end up doing the same thing. But,
well, I was fortunate in getting on the second activation here at Scottsdale Ford, getting that 5 or 6 that allowed me to flush out your cavalry. Once that pathway was open, then okay, I could get over there. I wanted to do, of course, I always wanted to do more with Hooker, but Hooker knows his limitations apparently, and when you started building that force around here, I had to do something to alleviate some of that building pressure off of Tabernacle Church, and getting Sykes around to here seemed to do that, because that made you figure out, okay, if I'm making a play on McClaws, or I'm trying to build a defensive bridgehead at Fredericksburg. So yeah, I think in the same situation I would have said, okay, I've got this perfect logistical framework with Longstreet and Lee in the middle. I can reach out and send orders to everybody. Let's pull them back. And you've got the Massaponax Creek there, so that's a pretty good defensible terrain. And now I've got to figure out, okay, I've been able to go around, and yet you've managed to get Pickett in there to defend Spotsylvania Courthouse. 2 years too early, as it turns out. But
2 years too early. I'd love to be able to entrench. You get so used to that mechanism, and when you don't have it, it's like you don't want to take units. Like I was thinking, man, if I just sit there, I could really dig in maybe by turn 2, but that might be not a good thing because you could cut in behind me. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, there's a lot of. I think this is an interesting scenario, which is one of the things I know the designers, Great Campaigns, is asking us to take a look at. I think I hope people comment on what they think of the scenario in general.
Yeah, and because we are breaking this into 2 sessions, of course, we would love for you to opine on everything that's occurred up to this point, but please don't point out any glaring
strategic
or
strategic mistakes. What the hell are you doing?
Why are you doing it that way? Just build that anticipation with all the rest of us here for what's going to occur next week. But until then, we will once again send you off, hopefully with a great week, everybody. Please take a moment, if you could support the channel. If you're not subscribed already, clicking the subscription button down in there in the lower right. I ask that every week, and low, I never tell you where that is. You can either click my little logo down there, or you can actually do it, I think, down below. And giving the video a thumbs up if you don't. It's apparently a popularity contest here on the YouTube algorithm to see what gets put out for everybody to see. So the more likes means more visibility for the channel, and anytime we start a new session here with a new title, we never have to worry about that because we get lots and lots of views. I was reviewing the numbers this week, and Burnside Takes Command, the first two series games that we played for this one, had lots and lots of views. So you like new and different, and we appreciate that. Click the notification bell if you are a mind to get these thrown into your subscription feed, of course. And I'm showing you those generous folks who give us a buck or two every now and again through the Ko-Fi link that's down there in the description. If you wish to, great. If not, that is okay. We earn tips because of good service, I guess. If you want to tip, great. If not, that's cool too. Roger, I'm glad to have you back, sir, and we will see you next week.
Yep. See you next week. Bye bye.